Happy Monday morning, everyone. God bless. I hope you are having a good start to the week. Um, I seen a video over the weekend, a really short video, and believe it or not, it came from an atheist. And this gentleman is very famous. Um, if I said his name, you would know who he was, but I don't know how these things work on YouTube as far as stuff like that. So I'm just going to say he's a famous magician that's been on many, many TV specials that has a partner. Uh, so we'll leave it at that. And he's a very well known atheist. I mean, he makes no doubt about his belief that there's no God. And I always thought about that. You believe, but you believe there's no God. Yeah, is what it is. Anyways, he's talking about they do a famous show, I believe, in Las Vegas. And at the end of the show, they hand out a lot of the props that they use, during the show. And then people come up at the end and they have it autographed, whatever props they use. And so he was talking about recently, there was a night that he was signing autographs after the latest show. And he noticed a gentleman standing off to his right up against the wall. There was a long line, and he had some of the props from the night before. And I guess he wanted to come back and have them autographed. But so the line died down, and he got up from the table, this famous magician, and the gentleman approached him. And he made it very, very clear. He's a very big man. And he made it very, very clear that this gentleman was so kind and so polite and just, his words, genuine. So he had him sign the props that he'd had from the previous show. And this gentleman asked him, could he give him something? And of course, this magician, said sure, probably not thinking much of it. And he gave it to him, and it was a little Psalms, one of them little Bibles with just the book of Psalms. And he had wrote him a nice message on the front opening page. It's usually blank. He wrote him a nice message. And he said this gentleman had come across so warm and so kind-hearted. And not only that, he kept saying over and over how genuine this man came across him. And he accepted the book and realized what it was. And the gentleman, proceeded to thank him for the show, and it was nice, and so on and so forth, gave him some wonderful compliments, and he left. So this magician sat down and shot a video because he wanted to get this message out. Now, at that moment, this gentleman did not change his mind. He still did not believe in God. But who knows? This man may have planted a seed. And see, when that happens, God waters that seed, and it grows, and it grows. That's the wonderful thing about witnessing to others. Now, the thing that this magician said that I find absolutely 1,000% correct, he said, if you believe in something like the Christians believe in God and Jesus Christ, and you don't go out there and I can't say that word. If you don't go out there and witness and tell others about the wonderful things of Jesus Christ and what he did on that cross, he says, I have no respect for that. He says it's like someone that's in an airplane and that plane is crashing and you have an extra parachute, but you don't want to give it away because you're afraid yours might not work, so you want to have something else you can use. He said, but if you know everybody that don't believe is going to hell or not going to heaven, he said, wouldn't you think you would go out and tell as many people as you possibly could that, Jesus is real and he died for your sins. I mean, it was very, these were words coming from a very well known and very famous man that is also well known as an atheist. He has made that clear for years. I mean, years. But he's right. You need to go out and tell others about Jesus Christ, because if you don't, these people will remain lost. And he said he has no respect for those that won't basically stand up for God, stand up for what they believe, because he said, you might be embarrassed or you might think it's awkward. I'm not going to approach this person or that person. He said, that is someone he cannot respect in any shape, form, or manner. So I thought I would share this story with you, because when I watched this video, and like I said, it was only a 60-second short, I didn't think that I could tell the story in just 60 seconds. So I wanted to, make a little bit longer video, and I'm sorry we're at 6.5 minutes now, but that's just what I wanted to do. But, yeah, I thought I would share that with you all. And think about that when you're out in the public and you have an opportunity to witness to someone about the wonderful, wonderful love of Jesus Christ and his saving grace, and you pass that up. You need to think about that, because that may have been the one time that person was open to listening to you, open to possibly accepting Jesus Christ and not going to hell. Don't forget that. That is the most important thing. As a Christian, we need to witness. We need to testify. We need to tell others about the saving grace of Jesus Christ, and especially what he did on that cross. That's all I got for you this Monday. God bless. Have a wonderful, wonderful week ahead. Be safe, and Merry Christmas. Bye-bye.